Have you ever noticed a harsh truth? The things you struggle to stick with are usually the things you haven't yet mastered. Most people think addiction comes from interest, but it's actually the opposite. What truly hooks people isn't passion, it's the sense of control and positive feedback that comes from being skilled. That's the core mental model I want to share with you. Proficiency, Fendaudi control, Hauven achievement, Sentiatifen. Addiction. It's a loop. Think about pro gamers. They didn't fall in love with gaming right away. They got hooked because they became good at it, started winning, earning achievements, and getting that consistent dopamine hit. And what about you? You start working out, but after a few days, you quit. Why? Because you're still in the awkward phase. Your form isn't right, you're not seeing results. Your body aches, and your brain gets zero positive feedback. Of course you want to stop. Here's the psychology behind it. Our brains are wired to avoid inefficiency and frustration. When you're not good at something, you invest a lot of time but get little in return. Your brain sees it as a bad deal. But once you cross that threshold of skill, when the effort starts paying off, your brain craves more of that activity. That's the biological basis of addiction. So why do so many people never reach that point? Because they give up during the most difficult stage, the stage of clumsiness, struggle, and no reward. They memorize English words for a week, but quit because they still can't speak. They write 3 articles, but stop because no one's reading. They go to the gym for 2 weeks, but quit because the scale hasn't moved. Giving up always happens before mastery. Let me share my own story. When I started creating content online in 2019, I'd write until 2 or 3 a.m., revising a single piece 7 or 8 times, only to get a handful of views and likes. I was miserable. I wanted to quit every single day, but I forced myself to keep writing. After 3 months and over 90 articles, something clicked. I could write a solid piece in 2 hours. Ideas came faster. Structure flowed naturally. My readership grew, and people started leaving comments like, "This is amazing, so insightful." From that point on, I began to enjoy writing. Not because I suddenly fell in love with it, but because I became skilled. I had control. I got positive feedback. Now, I feel off if I don't write something every day. That's addiction. But it only came after pushing through 3 months of feeling clueless. Here's another example. One of my followers is a video editor. At first, it took him 5 or 6 hours to edit a 3-minute video, and even he thought the result was bad. He wanted to quit, said he had no talent. I told him it's not about talent, it's about practice. I challenged him to edit 50 videos, no matter the quality. 2 months later, he told me he could edit a video in just 1 hour, and the quality was way better. More importantly, he now feels the urge to edit every day. He sees good footage and can't wait to work on it. He said, "Now I get what you mean. You don't start with passion, you build it through mastery." So, if there's something you've been wanting to do but can't seem to stick with, it's not that you don't like it, it's that you're not yet good at it. You don't need more interest. You need to push yourself past the skill threshold. That threshold usually comes after 30 to 50 repetitions, 30 squats, and you'll have the form down. 50 articles, and you'll find your voice. 100 hours of practice, and you'll move from awkward to capable. But most people don't even make it to 10 tries before they start doubting themselves, making excuses, saying, "This just isn't for me." What they don't realize is, if it doesn't feel like it's for you, it's only because you're not yet skilled. Starting today, stop overthinking passion. Start focusing on practice. Pick one thing you want to do. Set a simple goal. Do it 50 times. Don't aim for perfect, just consistent. Don't focus on results, focus on repetition. Say you cross that skill threshold, addiction will kick in naturally. Remember, you don't need love to start something. You need skill to get hooked. Passion isn't the cause. It's the reward of mastery.